just like that, we've reached one full week. Congrats guys, and welcome back to the SA Wine Lockdown virtual tasting series with myself, Madison Volkwyn, and Creation Wines. Today you're not going to be seeing quite as much of me because we have Carolyn to do a gorgeous explanation of a beautiful pairing that we've got for you today. So we are handling our port style wine, our fine Cape vintage. And for those of you who know it well, know it comes in the most gorgeous little velveteen bag. It's a brilliant gift for any wine lover if you can bear to part with it. So I have a bottle of our 2017 Cape Vine vintage that we're going to be opening and tasting together today, but I just wanted to give you a little bit more backstory onto how the wine is made before we delve into the pairing. Port is generally fermented using a fortification method, which means that the ferment of the grapes is not allowed to complete to dryness, meaning that it is stopped at a certain level. This is generally at the desired sugar level that the winemaker would like to have the wine at, resulting in the sweetness, and then a fortification agent is added, generally being a spirit. In our case, we use a beautiful KWV brandy. So we pick the grapes late, allowing them to get a lot higher sugar content, maybe a little bit of that raisining characteristic, which will result in a wine with a lot of residual sugar. Our port style wine has about 122 grams of residual sugar per litre, and that makes it quite sweet. But it is not heavy, it's not too thick. And what I love most about our fine Cape vintage is that you can drink it either on a warm or a cool day, which is a great sort of balance to have, to be able to choose. Onto tasting of this gorgeous wine. We can see it's just got the most gorgeous deep color. This is achieved through punch downs. So when the wine is in ferment, we punch down 1 to 3 times a day for the entirety of the ferment, which allows a lot more color extraction out of the grapes. It allows more flavor, some tannin to give the wine structure, as it is still a red wine. And this is before we stop the ferment with the fortification agent, being the brandy. And then we mature this for 18 months in older oak barrels, so it's not too heavy of an oaking, it doesn't detract from the delicate flavors. And we've really managed to achieve a wine that's got a great balance between fruity and floral notes on the nose, but still having those lovely aged characteristics and that intense fortified flavor. So let's get to the nose. We can still pick up a beautiful floral note, like something akin to violets and light rose petals. We've got a lot more dried characteristics that come through. There's a little bit of an apricot note, a cherry. There's a hint of spice. On the nose it's a little bit more vanilla, which could be indicative of the oak, but let's see what the palate's got to offer for us today. Beautiful. Not heavy, not too thick, not too sweet, and not too high in alcohol either. Really something, as I said, could be enjoyed on a really warm day, served beautifully chilled, which is what we recommend, or even on a cooler evening if you'd like to pair it up with something like a cheese board or a lovely dessert, or even perhaps a banana bread. Intent.
Fine Cape vintage from Creation. Very good to have after a hard day doing all the laundry in the house, especially all the bedding. So I'm going to treat myself to a little bit of afternoon tea, and I've made this beautiful banana cake here from Chantal Dartnell's recipe, and I'm going to pair it with my Cape vintage. It's just a sublime match. It's got some lovely spice in it, some cinnamon in the cake, and it's just wonderful with this as a treat. The other thing that I could suggest is if you rather want to have it after dinner, I would like to recommend that you perhaps have just some berry compote over some ice cream, and that will also be delicious. Have a wonderful evening.
Right, that's it from us and the Creation team today. We hope you enjoyed, and we will check back in tomorrow for our next surprise of the SA Wine Lockdown virtual tasting series. Cheers.